grab a seat, a bite to eat, and settle right in. For hugs, snuggles, stories, and more, and so many sweet things in store. Welcome to Afternoons with Mimi.
Bye, Baba. See you later. Love you.
Hi, kiddo. I'm way in the back. Come through over here.
Mimi! Oh my goodness. What is going on in here? Are you trapped?
No, not trapped. I just accidentally knocked over these 2 big baskets of fabric while I was talking to Baba on the phone right before you came up to the door. I got a little waylaid, but I'm okay.
What is all of this for? Are you making a fort?
Well, not now, but that's a great idea for later.
Here, Mimi. Let me help. Wow. These cloths are much heavier than they look.
Well, I'm lucky you're so strong. Great work, Neshama. I'll come back to this in a little bit. Let's go get your snack.
Ooh, what are we having today?
You pick. We have some hummus and veggies, or a little bit of pasta salad, or some fruit.
Can I have a little bit of everything?
Wonderful idea.
Mimi, what kind of big project are you working on?
Oh, just a nice little surprise for Miss Jenn. She left her coat over here the other day.
Why don't we take a walk and just bring it back right now?
Well, we could, but I noticed a hole in the liner, plus the pockets need to be repaired, and I have a new zipper that I'd like to put in for her.
Why do all of that, Mimi? That's a lot of extra work. You could just bring her jacket back.
I could indeed, but she's my friend. I like to sew, and I'll have her coat all fixed up by the time I see her at Mahjong Club.
Well, that's nice of you, I guess. But doesn't she need her coat now?
You are sharp as a tack. She has a warm fleece that she's using for right now.
Phew, because it is a little chilly out.
Would you like to hear a story while you finish snack?
Yes. Wait, let me get some more hummus. Okay, now I'm ready.
Snuggle on up and let me tell you a little something. Once upon a time...
A long time ago, like 1953.
Oh, kiddo. Sure, 1953. 3 years before I was even born.
Wow! It was 1953. And what next, Mimi?
Rabbi Ben and his family were out in the garden enjoying the bright early morning sun. It was peaceful and quiet. The children were lounging in the hammock, reading books and telling jokes. Uncle Joel was planting some new blueberry bushes, and Auntie Kay, the rabbi's sister, was preparing a picnic for breakfast. Ah, the rabbi said, taking a deep breath. What a perfectly quiet and relaxing morning. But suddenly, there was quite a racket. Down the road, there came 2 motorbikes, zipping and zooming in quite a hurry. Rabbi Ben had no way of knowing that the drivers, Sasha and Morgan, were rushing to help their grandfather, who had just taken a tumble out of bed.
Like you in the sewing room.
Kind of, yes. And I was lucky you were here to rescue me. Now, back to the story. Morgan, who had been on the way to the vet with his pet chickens, had simply tied their carrier to the back of his seat. Zoom! The motorbikes roared around the curve, zipping by Rabbi Ben's house. Sasha and Morgan were driving so fast that they didn't notice that their bikes kicked up dirt onto Auntie Kay's picnic, startled the children until they tumbled out of the hammock, and caused Rabbi Ben to trip backwards into a mud puddle. Sorry, Sasha yelled back. Speed up, Morgan yelled, and the noisy motorbikes zipped around the corner and out of sight. Oh my, said Rabbi Ben, brushing himself off as he stood up. Is everyone okay? All good, shouted the children. Tip-top, groaned Uncle Joel. Pfft, said Auntie Kay, spitting out some dirt. What's that? One of the children asked. Rabbi Ben took a look around. He heard a faint little squawk. In the road, right before his garden gate, were 2 dusty, slightly confused chickens. Well, hello there, said the rabbi.
Bah!
Replied the chicks. "They must have fallen off those fast bikes," said Uncle Joel. "What shall we do with them?" Auntie Kay inquired. "Can we keep them? Can we keep them? Can we keep them?" the children asked. "Well, we won't keep them, but we will certainly look after and care for them until we can find their owners," said Rabbi Ben. And so the 2 little chickens took up residence in the front yard of the rabbi's home. The children named them Bim and Bam. Bim and Bam were incredible egg layers. They were so prolific that the family set up a little stand in front of their home.
Mimi, time out. What is that word you just said? Prolist something?
Prolific?
That one.
They were very good at laying a lot of eggs.
Got it. Prolific. Go ahead.
A few months went by and they were able to buy more chickens. The egg stand got bigger. A year went by and Rabbi Ben traded in his flock of chickens for 2 lovely goats, also named Bim and Bam by the children, who gave delicious milk to the family. One day, another lovely sunny morning, the family was out in the front yard again. The kids were laying in the hammock with their books, the goats were chewing grass, Uncle Joel was picking blueberries, and Auntie Kay was setting out a picnic once again. It was the hum of motorbikes rumbling along the lane. The bike slowed around the corner and stopped near Rabbi Ben's house. "Hey," said Sasha, "haven't we seen this house before?" "I think we zipped by it on our way to Pop-Pop's house, remember? That time he bruised his kepi?" Then Sasha remembered something. "Do you think this might be where we lost our chickens?" "Hello," said Rabbi Ben, waving. Sasha and Morgan waved back. "I have something of yours," said Rabbi Ben. Morgan and Sasha hurried over. "Our chickens?" they asked, surprised. Rabbi Ben gestured to Bim and Bam. "Here you go," he said. "But those aren't chickens," said Morgan, confused. "Do you know what chickens look like?" said Sasha sheepishly. Rabbi Ben explained how the family cared for the chickens and how their small egg-laying operation had yielded enough profit to buy the 2 goats. "And now," added the rabbi, "these goats are yours to take." "Wow, thanks," replied Sasha and Morgan. As Sasha and Morgan led the goats away, walking their motorbikes, the family waved after them. "But Papa," one of the children asked, "why did you give them our goats?" "Well, they were never ours to begin with. We cared for the chickens who helped make the money to buy the goats, and those chickens belonged to them. Therefore, our goats belong to them too. It's always right to return lost things to their owner." Then the family settled back into the bright sunny morning and enjoyed their Shabbat picnic. The end. You have a very thoughtful look on your face right now.
Yes. I'm trying to think of how this story is like Miss Jenn's coat.
Ah, I see. Well, do you remember when we found the necklace by the pool?
Yes, we brought it to Lost and Found. It was a mitzvah.
Indeed, we did. But as you just learned in the story I told you, there's a little bit more to the mitzvah, right?
I guess. Like, do you try to take really good care of things?
Yes. Yes, it's not just about holding on to something until you find the owner, but keeping it safe and, like with Miss Jenn's coat, improving upon it.
Oh, so that's why you're fixing it.
You got it.
Mimi?
Yes, my heart.
I'm going to put my snack away and go have books time so you can get back to fixing Miss Jenn's coat.
You are such a good egg, kiddo.
Come on, Mimi. Let's get to work.
According to the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, if we find a lost ox or sheep, we must bring it back to its owner. And if we don't know who the owner is, we have to keep the animal until it's claimed. The same goes for other objects, including really awesome toys or money. So shall you do with any lost article. You shall not ignore it. Deuteronomy 22:3. It's not enough simply to hold on to the object. You must keep it safe. To learn more, visit pjlibrary.org.